The Detroit Lions are 8-2, the best start that they've had since 1962. John F. Kennedy was president. I was nowhere near being alive, and some of you were very small children. My mother was in elementary school. Sorry, Mom, telling your age. That's how long it's been since the Detroit Lions have started this good. And the last time that they've had this type of season, they won a playoff game. Reminds me a lot of that 1991 season where we went all the way to the NFC championship game, which I think we have that potential this year. But we're going to look at Pride of Detroit. They have 7 risers and 5 fallers after the comeback win against the Chicago Bears. I have not seen this, so I'm going to look at it in real time with you. And as always, this article in its entirety will be linked in the description below. So let's start with this. Stock down. Jack Campbell, 9 tackles. I am going to agree with this because Jack Campbell was getting shook yesterday. Missing tackles wasn't a good look. Even though he had 9, it wasn't the strongest performance. Another stock up, Brian Branch, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 1 pass defended, 1 QB hit. I know we love this guy. I'm going to, stock up. I'm going to say no. I know we love Brian Branch. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he was neutral because he's been disappeared since he's been back. And while he had all of these things mentioned, he also had 2, if I'm not mistaken, 2 third down penalties that should have resulted in 4th downs. But without those penalties, they would have been a 4th down. But they gave the Chicago Bears a 1st down. So I'm going to have to say stock neutral to stock down for me. Sorry, BB. I love you. All right, stock up. Alex Anzalone, 15 tackles, 1 fumble recovery. Dude is everywhere. And I gotta call myself out on this one. When we signed Alex Anzalone, when we brought him back after that 1-year deal, I was like, what are we doing? But Thor, and shout out to the Fanzalones, man. Thor was our leading tackler last year, and dude is everywhere. Definitely earned that contract extension that he got a few years ago. Stock down. Jared Interception. That is his name for yesterday. Had 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. There was a point in the first quarter where Jared Goff had thrown 11 passes, and 2 of them were interceptions. I want to say that was. So I'm going to say in the 4th quarter from Jeremy Reisman, Goff in the 4th quarter, 11 of 14 for 120 yards. I'm going to have to agree with this. Love me some JG, man, but that was a horrendous game by Jared Goff. But he still stepped up when it counted. Stock up, Aiden Hutchinson, 6 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. I think in this case, you got to give Hutch the stock up because he had been pretty much a disappearing act for 4 or 5 games. Can't do it all by himself. Maybe Bruce land before time. Irvin will help him come either Thursday or December 3rd against the Saints because he needs some help. But when it counted, Hutch, who stays relentless, was able to get to Justin Fields, and this dude had a hat trick, sack, fumble, safety, all in one. So I have to agree with that as well. Now we're going to run through this because they got the quick hit. Stock up, Jamison Williams, facts. Got a video about him that either has been released or will be coming out later. Jahmyr Gibbs is also stock up. Agree. Aleem McNeil, 100%. A lot of people don't like to respect Aleem, man, but he's playing lights out in my opinion. St. Brown, obviously, right? He does what he does. Stock down, Jerry Jacobs. They got wide receiver, but that's not going to be. That's going to be CB. Come on, Jeremy. That's a typo. Told y'all, man. Matter of fact, where we at? Where are we at? Let me see. I don't have it queued up. Jerry Jacobs, he is not a number 2. And I will stick by that as long as I have to. We need to get a cornerback in the free agency period or the draft. Stock down, Sam Laporta, tight end. I agree with that 100%. He was the reason, in my opinion, for the interception. It could have been somebody bumped into him. He also ran a wrong route later in the game that the defender dropped. That would have been a game-sealing interception. Go watch the tape. Sam Laporta didn't even know the ball, where the ball was. So obviously there was some miscommunication. But, I'm not going to hold him too much accountable because he's been lights out all year long. And Craig Reynolds with the fumble and, which was our fourth turnover of the game. He's fighting for a roster spot. You can't do that. Now, when Craig took that hit, I'm trying to watch and I'm not talking about him, but I was trying to see how he got hurt. He got hit hard. I was trying to see what was hurt. I didn't know if he was injured or it was more of his pride that was hurt, but I'm watching the game. He's running leisurely with the football. He's about to enter traffic. And remember, this is a kicker's football. So it's a little different from the actual football that they run the plays with. And I'm looking, and I'm like, this dude he about to fumble. He just running. He's entering traffic. Got to put two hands on the football. Got to do that. Running, la-da-dee-da, boom. Straight out, almost cost us the game. But thankfully, the offense and defense was able to step up. So those are the risers and fallers from Pride of Detroit. Let's quickly run through this one more again and go real quick. Stock down, Jack Campbell. Stock up, Brian Branch. Stock up, Alex Anzalone. Stock down, Jared Goff. Stock up, Aiden Hutchinson. Quick hits, Jamison Williams. Stock up, Jahmyr Gibbs. Stock up, St. Brown. Stock up, Aleem McNeil. Stock up. Jerry Jacobs, stock down, Sam Laporta down, and Craig Reynolds down. The only one that I disagree with is Brian Branch because he was nowhere to be found really before that after his injury. Showed up big yesterday, but also was responsible for two critical third down penalties that took this to a first down. Then could have, this game could have went the other way. However, and the only reason I'm going to give him a stock neutral to a stock down is because he wasn't playing like the early season Brian Branch. If it was games 1 through 4, Brian Branch, and he had a bad day, I would say neutral, right? Or if it was, but he wasn't playing, he was kind of a non-factor since his return a couple games ago. So let me know your thoughts on Pride of Detroit's list. Do you agree, disagree? Do you think Brian Branch is a stock up? Do you think he's neutral? Put it in the comment section below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'm telling you, man, you are in a completely different mood when you win games. And consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really don't want to ask, but YouTube kind of is inviting us to do so. Just hit 16,000 today. We got 4,000 to go. And I'm going to say that we've got 3 months to get there. We got 3 months to make 4,000. If we're really feeling good, we can get 25. That was my original goal before the NFL start blocking my live streams and hiding them in the depths of the algorithm. So I kind of threw that in the trash, but it is hope. It is hope. If you're one of the people out there watching and your feelings aren't hurt by my commentary, consider subscribing to the channel because this is a fan-driven brand and I'm going to keep it $150 all the time. So help me get to my goal, man. I would appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.